Evening then. And, oh dear, we're back to it, and we're back to that. Fox was going very quickly. That was a weird sort of load. Right, since last time, where I died, I beefed up the campfire a bit, got the warmth meter up a bit more. And yeah, we're gonna try again, basically. And I'm now also joined by my friend pinkyoutyo, who will have an interesting perspective on this, in that you've played the beta quite considerably.
Yeah, so I got it in early access. I started playing when there were 2 sandbox areas. I think it went up to 3. I don't know if they took the sandbox further than that. But yeah, I've never actually played the story version myself, despite having had this game since, I don't know, I don't even want to think about the past that far away. So yeah, it's really interesting to kind of see, especially someone who has played it for the first time in story mode, kind of seeing the different play styles that we both have, having different experiences with it. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, I'm 10 hours into this according to Steam, and haven't played the survival mode, which is a separate mode now. I imagine, yeah, from what you're saying, that was the only mode they had when it was in beta.
yeah, the story mode was very hotly anticipated for many years as
Yeah,
I was playing the sandbox. Yeah, and I did start playing the story mode when it first came out, but unfortunately my awful laptop glitched and I wasn't able to stand up, so that put paid to that.
that could cause a few issues, yeah. I mean, yeah. We're not going to make the same mistake as last time and try and do a shortcut. That completely failed for us. But we have been having some wolf problems. Yeah, we're backtracking. We came all this way to get to that truck, which did have some good stuff in it. But now we have a very long trek from here.
Oh, they've got a map now.
They have a map now, yeah.
Back in the day when I were a young lass,
Back when this was all fields.
Memorise everything.
Oh, Christ.
You had to, and every playthrough, you know, they had different maps which were always the same, but you would be dropped in a completely random place every time you started
Right.
a playthrough. So you had to get to know very quickly and memorise the entire map.
Based solely on landmarks.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's rough going. So I think that, yeah, they still have that mode, and that's like the survival mode or whatever they call it. I should have picked something better to eat in terms of, because the big problem I've been having is being over encumbered, and I'm an absolute hoarder in games like this, and I don't want to drop anything.
I think that's one of the interesting dynamics, though, in that you can't really afford to be a hoarder past a certain point. You have to make these difficult decisions.
Yeah, but I'm failing to. It's, I'd rather lug everything on broken ankles, but God, there's got to be something like firewood. I've barely got any firewood, but I have got a shit ton of matches, so yeah, maybe I can afford to drop some of these. Okay, some more of these. Okay, good. Just because we need to be able to run at... Why can't I run actually? Oh, because I was crouched down that whole time. Fuck's sake. That would... Okay, bollocks to it. We keep going. But anyway, we need to be able to run at a moment's notice because there is a wolf. And that wolf is causing us trouble. Yes, we got as far as that car before and died. Because... I mean, what you're meant to be able to do is drop, like, rabbit gut or whatever you have as offal in general. Oh, really? I'm over-encumbered from picking that up. Fuck you, game. And that will distract the wolf, but when I did that last time, it didn't. So I got chewed out.
So, question.
Yeah, there he is on the horizon. Sorry, carry on.
Wolfie. Never going to be as terrifying as Fluffy, though. Anyone who played the sandbox version will absolutely know who Fluffy is.
I looked up on Google, yeah, the beta versions of the wolves did look scarier, it must be said. These are more detailed and a bit more realistic now, I think, which takes the edge off.
I mean, they did make it very clear, I think, whether it was on the loading screen or something like that, but they've always had the disclaimer that liberties have been taken with the behaviour of animals.
Yes, that is the first screen you see upon loading the game now, so yeah.
But so what do you have in there now? Just because from memory, there were wolves, deer.
Yep, we've seen both of those.
Rabbits.
Yep, we've seen those.
Fish, but obviously not flopping around.
Yeah.
You could fish.
Oh, fuck.
And then I remember when they added bears. Have they gone any further with that? Have they added anything else in?
Not to my knowledge. I expect bears at some point, but we haven't actually seen any. We have seen rabbits, which I feel terrible about killing every time. And, oh god, there's 2 of them.
Never actually managed to kill a rabbit. I set up traps absolutely everywhere, and the fuckers were too smart to fall into them.
Ah.
So
well,
I've never actually interacted with a rabbit in this game.
Okay. Well, I haven't even actually got traps at the moment. I've just got, yeah, I believe it was Barles who tipped me off on that about just pelting them with stones, and then you
That wasn't a mechanic that
break their neck, which is quite grim. But
was in it when I played it.
ah,
No
really?
Stones.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Yeah, your weapons were pretty much your bare fists, or if you were lucky enough to find a gun. In fact, I remember reading about the game before playing it, and everyone was bitching about how difficult it was to find a gun. My first playthrough, the first place on the map that I got dropped in was just round the road from a cabin, and that cabin had spawned a gun. And I was like, I don't understand what everyone's complaining about. And then every playthrough after that, it was like, right, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, guns as rare as hen's teeth. In this, it's quite an interesting setup because in the intro, or the sort of first episode, you're loading up the plane and you only have so much space, so you basically have to choose between your starting gift, and that can be either the distress pistol, as they call it, or medical supplies or food.
Yeah, I managed to play through that far. It was after the plane crash where mine...
Yeah.
It is working again now, which is good, but I'm kind of enjoying seeing someone else playing it, rather than the sheer abject terror every time you hear a wolf howl.
Oh, there's still...
That hits me right in the PTSD.
Yeah, well, I absolutely have that now, and the wolves are horrifying, and I have not done this particularly well, and they are going to kill me. But, oh my god, another one? How, is there 3? Okay, well, we have to do shortcuts now. Oh Christ, okay. Yes, I very much know the trauma of wolves now. Oh god.
Oh god, my heart rate is way up.
This is not a good time. But I really didn't have any other option. Like, there was one of them before and we struggled to get around them, and now there's 3. Although we may have done it just by legging it.
Do you know, I genuinely think, of all the games that I've played in my time, there are certain things that I have dreaded hearing or seeing. Like, for example, in Skyrim, Draugrs. No, don't want to do that, but nothing hits quite the same way that a wolf howl does.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, absolutely. I remember as a kid, I still am to an extent, but I would be so bad with underwater levels.
Oh my god, no, don't. Mario.
Yeah, the
64.
Mario 64, the eel. Yeah.
I understand that technology was very different, but like, yeah, I've never played a game, particularly from that era, where the swimming mechanics have been anything other than complete pish.
Yeah. They did not need to make it that scary. And also, oh, I've ended up right in the fucking weeds up here. Okay, but we're still more or less going in the right direction. Yeah, it was nice that there is a collective online trauma that we could all share when people came together in memes and said, do you remember the Mario N64 eel? And everyone said, oh my god, you too. I thought I was alone.
I remember playing... I've actually still got an N64 now. It was given to me as a birthday gift a couple of years back by my, at the time, boyfriend, and he had never played on the N64 before, so he was quite excited to get on board with it. So we played Mario 64 first.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the flying mechanics in that as well. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, he had like a nervous breakdown trying to navigate the first underwater level.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay. Yeah.
Where in the whole kind of setup intro tutorial scene, part of it is the swimming. And he was like just sort of swimming around in this moat and was like, oh, this is so much better than Mario. Why can't they all be like that? 2 minutes into the first underwater level and he was having a nervous breakdown.
Oh.
Like, I don't understand why it was so difficult to
Yeah, no,
be navigable.
It is odd. I mean, there are some ropey mechanics in Mario 64 that some people don't like to talk about. That's the first I found of that, a kind of ravaged deer
Oh,
thing.
really? You hadn't come across one before?
No.
They used to be my main food source before I had any actual weapons.
Well...
You would track the wolves and wait for them to attack.
Yeah.
And then you would hover back and wait for them to back off so you could harvest the carcass. But you had to hope that they did it quickly because if the carcass is left for too long, the risk of...
Oh, yeah, it goes off and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a very dicey game to play.
Well, in one of the early episodes, Bambi sacrificed himself for us to get away from the wolves, but we left them all to it. Speaking of, I had this problem with the eel too. Balls in chat. Even going back to Mario Land 1 and 2 on the Game Boy, both a nightmare underwater. Yeah, 2D.
Hey, balls!
2D underwater is its own thing as well, yeah.
The worst one for that, now I'm up on my soapbox, was in Commander Keen.
See, I've not played that, but...
I'm going to have to get you on it at some point. It's on Steam, but
Okay.
when I first had it, it was on floppy disks.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's
Showing our
one
age.
underwater level, like you have to find scuba gear in a different level first, and then you play it, and it's completely impossible. It's like...
Why didn't that work?
The laws of
Story of my
physics
life.
in-game just completely cease to exist. It was also glitchy as fuck, so that didn't help.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Come on.
I swear, I didn't start failing to start fires until the last episode. I was really lucky. But,
Oh yeah, that's the question. Is the mechanic still the same now, where, you know, you would have a certain percentage chance of success at starting a fire, which would kind of increase slightly with every successful fire that you started, but like there was kind of no hand-holding, like there was no guarantee that your first fire would start, and if you ran out of matches you were screwed.
interesting. There is the percentage chance to it. I don't know about that accumulative kind of skill increase thing.
Okay, so they kind of don't have...
Well,
yeah,
they might have it, but
it
it's...
doesn't explicitly tell you.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they do.
Okay,
but
yeah,
as
it used to kind of come up with a successful fire that your
Skill has
starting
increased.
skill has increased.
Right, interesting. Yeah, no, like I say, I didn't start failing. Oh, fuck. And we're out of firewood because we had to drop it all in order to move. Fuck. And I have exhausted this place in terms of planks, I think. And for some reason he has some kind of religious objection to smashing up the pews, which
Yeah.
really annoys me, actually.
Just get the hacksaw and be done with it.
Yeah, I don't have the hacksaw yet. I've got a hatchet, but you
maybe I'm
you could
thinking
make it work
hatchet.
with a hatchet, yeah. But okay, well maybe that's all the warmth we're gonna get then. Just try and get back to town, I think now. But yeah, oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I didn't start failing to start fires until the last episode, so that suggests that my skill is not increasing. It may in fact be decreasing. But
I think, you know, watching this as kind of the person who's not playing, it really does reinforce the isolation. You don't realise quite when you're playing it. It's not until you play something else and you realise, dear God, the complete lack of NPCs
yeah.
is...
Yeah, I wasn't sure there were going to be like any others besides, you know, Astrid at the start for a while, but and all the ones you do. Oh yeah, Astrid is a person.
No, I know, because I've done the
Oh right, yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah. You've done the start of
I
it.
did not know that there were NPCs
Yeah, no, it. We'll hope
that
when we.
weren't trying to bite your face off.
They do all have a weird kind of Twin Peaks Silent Hill vibe to them, but they are not actively hostile at the moment. Well, we'll go see Grey Mother again. She's somewhat blind and did try to shoot me the first time I went in there, but she could be...
Well, that's just how they say hello in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, she could be forgiven for that because she also had everything robbed from her, so... but yeah.
I mean, I have sympathy for her, but in this game, I would definitely rob the shit out of anyone.
Oh yeah, I robbed her too, from what little was left, so... And the game did not penalise me for it, so, you know...
This is, I think... Well, yeah, it's kind of news to me that there are NPCs. But this is a game where you cannot afford to have any morality at all.
No. No, like I say, I feel bad about killing the rabbits, but I would be dead if I didn't, so... I just wish the game didn't show you holding their squeaking little face up to yours before you do it. It's like...
Nasty.
It's like, come on. I keep hearing wolves howling, but we seem to be okay at present.
To be honest, they could just be in your imagination.
Oh god,
just
don't
from
say
the
that.
sheer terror of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see when you do get to that point what the bears are up to now. Oh, that's blood.
Yeah, this whole house was worrying at first, but this is where Grey Mother is, and to even get in, there was a wolf pretty much at the door. Hello, you. Right, you're not going to shoot me now, are you? But I don't think you have anything more to say.
Ah, well, see, this is where the blindness comes from. She's got a bandage around her eyes.
Yeah, she's not actually blind. She just put that on and never took it off.
It was like a pin the tail on the donkey situation about 50 years ago, and she just forgot to take it off.
Yeah. We'll need to check on some... Oh, okay, that's interesting. Winter forecast. I don't think there's anything more in it. Add extra fuel to Grey... Oh, that's new. But I haven't even got firewood for myself. And she's got an infinite fire here. Grey Mother's... I added 8,000 fucking things to this fridge. You can't tell me she's gone through them all already. No, she hasn't. Granted, they were mostly mouldy, but, you know, it's the thought that counts.
And you are, of course, the art of going mouldy, so it's kind of on brand.
It is on brand, yes. I didn't think of that.
You know, if she didn't want mouldy food, then she should have picked someone else.
Exactly. I will take use of fire, though, because we have some mouldy venison, raw.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that's maybe not the sort of thing that you should be hoarding.
No, but it's all we've got at the moment, so I'm sure we'll cook the mould out. That's how that works.
No comment. I'm starting to understand now why it might be that you've had food poisoning and I haven't.
Yeah, that might be becoming clear. To be fair, we did eat a pretty gone-off fish that we found and got away with that. So perhaps my...
Sorry, I had a moment of adjustment there where I thought you were referring to us.
Yeah, you remember...
I don't remember eating gone-off fish with you.
No, well, you passed out afterwards, so you might not remember, but yeah... No, I meant
That'll do it.
I meant in this, but... Yeah, I think I've ransacked this woman's house. Unless there's anything new I can smash up with a hatchet, but... A bed? No. Any spare planks of wood?
Oh, it's a little bit jarring seeing something that brightly coloured in this game.
Yeah, it's all a bit muted otherwise. Also, terrifying family photo. Very grim. I feel some unfortunate genetics there. They planted the ugly tree. Oh, and I think her daughter was called Lily because there's a chunk here full of her stuff. Which I do kind of want to open, but I also don't care unless it's edible. So. I should be able to do something with that poncho, but... Or blanket, whatever. Any blanket's a poncho if you go...
It's one thing to completely loot the woman's house. It's a completely different thing to take her favourite poncho.
Yeah.
She needs some protection.
Well, presumably this is her favourite blanket / poncho, but...
I'm not going to get into the semantics of the difference between a blanket and a poncho because I'm going to get way too into it.
Yeah, well, any blanket is a poncho if you go mad with scissors enough. But,
Well, any poncho can also be a blanket.
sure. That works too.
And you don't have to take scissors to it.
No. Little cow, let's drink some milk.
And a blanket would be very easy to turn into a poncho because all you have to do is fold it in half diagonally and then you end up with a triangle.
True. I think. I was never very good at origami. I just realised with the canned stuff... Oh, Jesus, don't get that out.
Said everything.
No, don't drop that either. Fuck me, I'm hitting all the wrong shortcuts. Bollocks. Just put it away, man.
Said everything.
There we go, cooked venison. I'm sure there'll be nothing wrong with that. It doesn't even mention the mould now. Nom nom nom. Weirdly, it said whenever you try have milk in this, it says you eat the milk, which I don't know. Oh, I even have some left over. But also,
Yeah, if you're eating milk.
yeah, I wasn't happy with it either. But I also noticed you get the can afterwards, which
which you can use for melting snow.
yeah. But although I've opted for carrying these big pots and pans around now, so I've actually got too many.
Jesus, you really are a hoarder, aren't you?
I am in games.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't a judgment on your lifestyle, just your in-game choices.
Yeah, well, it's a survival game, and the best, I know my strengths and weaknesses, and my strengths are not split-second decisions. They are preparation, if anything.
It's actually insane to me watching this, how much you are carrying around.
Oh yeah, I'm
the,
right.
The balance mechanics must have been really adjusted since I played Sandbox, because yeah, you would not have been able to do that.
Yeah, I am going right up against the limit on it. Let's go see if we can see the other crazy old man we found. I called him Rim Grill because I got confused, and the grill he was in front of was a rim grill, and I thought that was his name. And then when I talked to him, he said, "Oh, you can call me Methuselah." I was like, "Methuselah? No, you're Rim Grill." So that's what we're going with. But he's weird, and Grey Mother has no knowledge.
Anyone called Methuselah is going to be.
Yeah.
Or anyone called Rim Grill.
Yeah. But Rim Grill seems like a kind of cool, I don't know, like Kentucky sort of guy. But this guy's just...
I don't know, to me Rim Grill gives me vibes of Pornhub category.
Oh, well...
But my mind is just constantly in the gutter, so...
Well, that's ruined that now.
That's what I do. I'm here, I'm M, and I ruin things.
But, so Grey Mother has no knowledge of this guy, and he talks very weird as if he's like some ancient eldritch cult member, which is very...
Methuselah.
Exactly.
It's kind of nominative determinism at that point.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's where this game is going, but it's a strange turn if it is. Also, we got quite lucky with the wolf. I guess all the wolves that were in this town followed us up that road. Have I checked this purple
they were
car?
Cut off by the smell of the cooking of mouldy venison.
Let's hope so. Always nothing in the glove box. Also, who has a...
Is that a general rule then?
Seems to be.
Yeah, I've never quite understood, even when I was playing it, the ability to like pull down the visors, because in none of my playthroughs has anything fallen out of them.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until a few ones ago. What really annoys me is that when you're in the front seat, you can't just transfer to or even look back to the back seat. Because that would be really useful for seeing where a wolf is that you have just escaped from.
Ah, yeah, I see that.
But, oh, he's gone. Oh, that's mysterious.
Oh, Methuselah.
And he took his rim grill with him. I really looted this guy's place because I came in through The back door, don't.
Look.
And so I just thought this was an abandoned place, and I took absolutely everything. And then I got around here, and it's like, oh, there's a person here. But he didn't seem to care. So yeah, I think I've... Oh, there's planks here, actually. I can get some firewood, at least. But yeah, interesting that he has now gone. So our current objective is to actually leave the town of Milton through a tunnel. Am I at sprain risk again because I've gone over encumbered?
You don't really need 2 cooking pans or
I absolutely do.
1,000 guts.
I totally do, though. There's 2 cooking slots on most fires, so that's twice the amount of snow you can melt.
Like, you know I appreciate efficiency.
Yeah.
But you are really fighting the idea that this game has that you need to make hard choices.
No. Avoid hard choices at every cost, at all costs. I'll use some water up because I've got about 5 litres of that just hanging around.
Yeah, well, you might be at less risk of a sprained ankle, but you're definitely now at more risk of pissing yourself.
Oh yeah. Well, luckily bladder mechanics don't seem to be a thing in this. Rest or drop some of your gear in order to eliminate... Well, you know what? I have sprained my wrist somehow. Not now, but in this before. But I haven't actually done that with my ankle, so I'm just going to keep dancing with death on that. Because fuck it. Use the sun's position in the sky to navigate. Thanks.
It genuinely is interesting seeing your playstyle on this.
Oh yeah.
And like, I know part of it is different than maybe my playstyle would be because of, you know, where the game was when I started playing it. But yeah, it's always genuinely interesting seeing other people's playstyles.
Yeah, I imagine everyone approaches things a little different. Also,
especially in this sort of game where it is much more open-ended.
Yes, true.
You know, there's no, or at least as far as I'm aware, there's not, for example, a combat mechanic where one style does favour over others.
Not really, no. I wasn't even sure if I could use the hatchet as a weapon until the wolf was actually out on me, so...
See, yeah, I don't think that was an option when at least when I started playing. It did become one, I think, but yeah, like, basically, you were left bitch-slapping wolves to survive.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, this is the tunnel, is it?
Oh, I forgot about all the dead bodies.
This doesn't seem like much of a way forward. Also, I guess we're not refilling Grey Mother's fridge or anything, because fuck her. We need the stuff at this point. The following felons are slated for immediate... Oh, good. So there's a bunch of convicted criminals walking around.
Yeah, but I don't know. One of them could have been indicted for wire fraud.
Well, yes, let's hope it was all just...
White-collar crime.
Yeah, or like, you know...
Not stabby.
Yeah, possession of some minor drug or something. Otherwise, that's 15 serial killers I have to be aware of alongside the wolves. And I really don't have time for that.
To be fair, in my experience, I would still rather face 15 violent convicted criminals than one fucking fluffy.
Maybe. Oh,
Ugh.
what? Jump scare or...
I don't like the sound of that.
Gonna be a... What does that say?
Perseverance.
Oh, thank you, subtitles. That is the name of the game, certainly. But...
Turn to Grey Mother. See, that's just like a needlessly creepy name as well.
It is, really, yeah. I don't like calling her that. It's, Oh, okay, so the tunnel out of Milton, I guess we're more stuck in Milton than I expected. Because, yeah, climbing mechanics are not swish in this, and as last episode proved, my attempts to take a shortcut, in terms of the game's landscape, it's actually more linear than you might think, at least in this story mode.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting difference for me.
I guess they need to funnel you towards certain areas a bit more for scripted events, but yeah, I imagine the survival mode, it really is just plonk you in the middle of a sort of sandbox and do your best kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, oh, we picked up that. Oh, that's the prison transport manifest, right.
You should. I think, like, you know, even if you don't stream it, you should
I try
have a
not
go
to
at the
stream
sandbox
things.
mode as well. Like, I'm getting, like, legit nostalgia for... So, in one of the sandboxes, there is a cabin with a flag flying, and it's, like, one of the... It's kind of at the edge of the world, but it's also a very important kind of hotspot, really,
Okay.
for things. And then you kind of go out behind the cabin and there's a frozen lake with a load of fishing huts.
Ah.
Which is really nice, but it also does sort of, like, it encourages you for that to be your base point.
Yeah.
And you could quite easily just live in that cabin and go out fishing every day and whatever.
I could use this.
There are a bitch load of wolves around there as well. And I got trapped in one of the fishing huts by a wolf once.
Yeah, that's the trade-off there. Yeah,
I did end up just committing harakiri and getting mauled by a wolf because I was sick of sitting in this same bloody cabin for days on end. I ran out of firewood, and it was sort of like, it's either death by poisoning from raw fish or getting my face chewed off. So
yeah, at some point you have to accept a reset there. Yeah, like I'll do this story mode on stream, but in terms of like if I need something for a one-off or something, I may come back to this and do the occasional just random survival mode, much like I do with my ongoing Darkest Dungeon thing from time to time. It's good for that. Also, we just found another. Oh, that's new. A park. You wouldn't be able to tell. I found another bank deposit key, so that's good. And yeah, that was what I was going to say. We did find a shack with a flag outside. There wasn't fish near it. It's amongst a bunch of run-down shacks, so they might have taken a bit of that idea and put that in this town in Milton. But right, what does this say? Due to the unfortunate accident, the Milton and Area Parks Board can no longer condone the use of the climbing area within the park boundaries. Additionally, recent seismic activity has brought the safety of several common routes and climbing sections into question. We are reviewing safety policies and will publish findings as soon... Was that wolves? Or am I going mad?
No, I heard something, but I
okay, as possible. Until then, please refrain from using designated climbing areas in the park. Signed, M and Tionai.
Well,
Des.
you know how you fix that? You undesignate them.
Yeah, pretty much. That seems to be the running theme, is that quakes, as they call it, some kind of earthquake happened, amongst other things, but some kind of natural disaster caused everyone to leave Milton. Oh, you're being very confident, Rabbit. Oh, no, you know, I've got a reputation now. You ain't fucking with that.
There are hushed enclaves of rabbits where they whisper about the beardy man with the rocks.
Yeah, probably. And how he completely wasted... he killed two of them and then completely wasted their deaths by burning the meat. Twice.
See, you know, fine. So now they're sitting around and they're talking, and they would say that I could understand if he's killing us to eat us because he needs to survive. We don't like it, but we can understand it. But no, as far as they're concerned, you're murdering them and burning them for sport.
Yeah, it comes across like that. No, I'm just incredibly incompetent. History of the Collapse Part 2. Have we read Part 1? Doesn't matter. For places like Great Bear, already quite remote and suffering after decades of economic decline, the sudden collapse was the final straw. Without any major local economic drivers of their own, the remaining communities on Great Bear became completely dependent on a supply lifeline from the mainland. Regular shipments of basic staples designed to keep them alive. Should have sent them food. I don't know how they're going to subsist off stationery. Fuel, food, medical supplies, etc. Hole punch, in many ways akin to World War II era wartime rationing. In exchange for regular supply drops, the mainlanders, in some cases at the behest of their economic overlords, okay, some flowery language, bias in this journal, south of the border, felt justified in taking whatever supplies and raw materials they needed to maintain the urban communities, including dismantling some of the heavy industrial infrastructure left on Great Bear. So, TLDR, things went to shit. Oh, Stacey's grape soda. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, so when I played it, there were no vending machines. But I had just like major flashbacks there to the road.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When he
They find a
finds
can of
that
Pepsi.
last can of Coke in the vending machine.
Yeah.
Like, there is a lot of that book that, especially because, as far as I'm aware, it's still left very open-ended as to what caused the plane crash and like what the kind of desolation was caused by.
Yeah, like I say, at the moment all we've got to go off is
well.
quakes, and then I think something electromagnetic fucked with the plane.
That was always my theory about the road. It was an EMP
think I can
that
use
that
this.
fucked everything. And that's the vibe that I got from this as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's... Oh.
Worn police car. Yeah, I'll take that. Might not be the warmest, but it's something. Yeah, I like how ambiguous the road is with a lot of it. So hang on, let me get... Wait, that's not actually warm. No, that is warmer. Right, I'm still getting my head around some of the stats on this, but that says plus 0.6 degrees as opposed to 0.5, so... Cool, and now I look even more ridiculous. For some reason, the character makes it look like a clown.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking... Yeah.
I know it's meant to be cold, but there's just no getting away from it.
Especially because, you know, I mean, the artwork in this, it's not, like, photorealistic. But
No,
I
no,
do
it's
like
stylised.
the vibe very much. And then seeing him, the main character,
Yeah.
just kind of never quite matches up with the vibe of the rest of the thing.
No, it looks a bit better in some of the sort of earlier cutscenes, but yeah, on those menus, he really just looks like I get the coldness, but like you've made him so pale as to appear that he is just a out of work clown down on his luck.
To be
Which is
honest,
my
it
job.
would be unfitting if you just stuck a carrot on his nose and called him a snowman.
Exactly. Wow.
Although, always remember, people, if you're going to go around sticking carrots on people's noses,
come
do
in
ask
handy.
for their consent first.
Yes, consent is important, especially in clown-based scenarios. Which is our moral lesson for the day.
Do you know, I might think that I'm going to add that to my list of epitaphs. Her life was a clown-based scenario.
Where consent is important. So, I started a fire here, and I guess I'm fully warm, which is surprising considering there's no door on this place, but it also appears to be... Oh, I thought it was daylight. No, it's the sun is going down. Shit. Okay, Oh, okay, well that fire's about to go out. That's good, because we're about to go out, because we don't want to be out here in the dark. Oh, this is the climbing area. Okay, so for what I was saying about it being linear, I have found this little area off the beaten track. Hopefully there's not wolves on the monkey bars.
Speaking of off the beaten track, and just a little flex here, because I'm prone to those. I was playing the game when the third sandbox area came out, and I was one of the first people playing it to come across the waterfalls. I got retweeted by the developers
Oh, nice.
as being like the first person they were aware of to find the waterfalls off the beaten track.
Nice.
Yeah, my life has only got progressively worse since then.
It was all downhill after that.
Yeah, well, downstream, really.
Ah, nice. What's that? That is that?
That's
No,
a
it's
stick.
Okay, well, you
Oh,
can't.
was that an owl hoot?
Something like that, or any kind of bird, really.
Oh,
I used to think everything was an owl hoot. Like, I used to think I grew up around owls, and it took me until like age 10 until I asked my parents, and they said, no, those are just pigeons.
oh my god! The exact same thing.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
ah. Glad it's
I
not just
don't
me.
know.
then.
I'm not a bird watcher. other
Exactly.
than the gay bit of me. But
Well, yes, but
yeah, no, I genuinely like when I was like when I was in Braintree, the house there, we had like a fireplace,
yeah.
and at one point when I was quite young, a bird got stuck in there,
All right, yeah.
and then yeah. And I was convinced that it was an owl, and it wasn't until years later that my parents then redoubled on the whole, like, no, that was a pigeon again. We've told you this.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing, really, because I like the idea that I grew up surrounded by owls, but
Yeah, whereas pigeons, They're just a bit basic bitch birds.
Yeah, there's nothing special about that at that point.
Well, that said, I do have a special place in my heart for pigeons.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember I was having a very difficult time. You know, it'd been months of just sheer depression. And then I saw a pigeon walking. And for some reason, it was the funniest thing that I'd ever seen in my entire life. And it was the first time I'd laughed in months. So pigeons I will always love. I remember having to write an essay in a Portuguese exam about why pigeons were awful, and I'm pretty sure that I could have done a better job, but I just couldn't bring myself to talk about pigeons being bad.
No, fair enough. I mean, they are the cockneys of the bird world. They, it's all in the neck and such.
In fact, if I'm willing to do poorly on an exam to defend the rights
Honour
of the pigeon,
yeah.
God, I think that might be the only time I would be fine with it.
Possibly. Also, I'm doing terrible at rabbit hunting here.
Yeah, well, I can guarantee you that when I get to this point, if I can ever get out of that fucking ravine, I will not have good rabbit stoning aim.
No,
So, is there still the mechanic of rabbit traps, or is it just that you don't use them?
it's that I haven't come across any. If they are, it makes sense that they would still be in this, but I haven't just bumbled across the materials to make any or any.
Yeah, I mean, I vaguely recall, because it's a crafting item.
Yeah.
And so that nice little cabin with the flag that I was talking about had like a workbench and everything, so you would do things there.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you needed like a bunch of guts.
Okay.
And some other stuff. But I just remember like trying to harvest a load of guts.
Yeah. Well,
and then the rabbits were rude enough to not fucking use the traps. So.
Balzads and doves.
And doves. Oh, what, the bird noises, Balls?
Yeah. He also says coo fucking coo. Which just deserves to be heard. But, yeah. Yeah, like, a lot of birds, for how unique their song can be, a lot of them just all default to the same old shit.
Well, you say that. Birds have dialects.
Oh, okay. At least that our human perception can distinguish. Then is perhaps the caveat there. Yeah.
Yeah, like a pigeon who grows up in Essex is going to have a different pigeon accent than one who grows up in Manchester.
Yeah, and God have mercy on that bird.
What, the Mancunian or the Essex one?
The
Probably both.
Well, yeah, for different reasons.
But like pretty much every animal with a communication system that doesn't rely on things like chemical trails to communicate. Like, for example, cows and sheep have accents.
Oh, that's just... Yeah, this is the shack we found with the flag outside. Not obviously near a lake or anything, just it's in this ghost town.
No, my cabin was better.
Yeah. But I did find a workbench somewhere. I don't know if it was in here or not, but I'm curious to give it a go if it was. Oh, it did that again, where I wasn't sure it had loaded in because it's so dark. Shit, I'm going to have to...
One might even call it longly dark.
Yes, this dark will last an annoyingly long time. Thankfully, I've got a jerry can full of gas. I hope none of these houses have a gas leak.
That would be brilliant if that's what you're working towards. Like, this entire story mode is just building up to lighting an oil lamp and blowing yourself to shit.
Hey, it's a good way to go out.
I like that.
Yeah. It would definitely be a twist ending. So yeah, I've ransacked this place.
I wouldn't even be mad at it. Like...
No, just the balls to cut your story off like that abruptly has got to earn you some respect.
Notes lying around and notices on boards, and you think it's all building up to some like
massive. The quakes, the electromagnetic thing. What could it be? The mystery. Boom, dead. Game over. Credits roll. It's just what the fuck.
Do you know what? In fact, I am now going to make a game like that. I am going to make the details so intricate and make it seem like there's some overarching conspiracy. And then, no, what happens is you blow yourself to shit, or you, I don't know, get food poisoning and die on the shitter.
200% lore.
There's no resolution at all. It's just insta-death.
Yeah. 200% lore, 10% plot. Also, wolves. Oh yeah, wolves right there. Okay, I guess we're staying here tonight. Damn, and the workbench wasn't even in here. So, fuck, there's nothing in it. Oh god.
I don't know, that was quite a lovely painting.
Which one?
To your right. That one.
Oh yeah, it's
Getting
not bad.
kind of the wave vibes from it.
Yeah, yeah, there's some nice paintings around. Although some people have got paintings of wolves, which seems really inappropriate around here.
No, it's to appease Lupus, the wolf god.
Ah, that makes more sense. Also, everyone here seems to...
Nobody needs this anymore.
but they probably don't. Seems to have, like, blurry face syndrome. Either that or I've got some...
Yeah, they're all Mona Lisas, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, not Mona Lisa. What's the... Oh, it's in the film Clueless. Monet.
Just lost me. Ah, right, okay.
Looks good from a distance, but when you get close up,
Monet.
it's just a big old mess.
Ah, Monet couldn't do faces.
Completely unrelated to the game, but there is a theory that the reason that Monet's paintings were so kind of fuzzy and blurry up close was that actually as he went later on in life, he developed glaucoma. Ah!
No! Ah, fuck! You son of a bitch!
Oh my god, no, the wolves are way more terrifying now.
Yeah, it's, oh, you son of a bitch. I thought I could sneak away. Fuck. Okay, we're not gonna die this time. I'm gonna... Yeah, I know, man. Give me a second. Christ, what's happening? Okay, infection... Right, antiseptic, bandages. Okay, go, 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 go. Don't die, don't die. Maybe the one with the first aid symbol on it, you fucking moron. Oh, but he still has time to yawn. Fuck, yeah, what the... Yep, stop that getting infected, please. Thankfully, I am a walking pharmacy, so I'm pretty okay on most things. But that didn't go too well. Also, I don't know what those 3 symbols are.
I was just wondering that. I don't know, like heat, wind chill, something.
I don't know. I got one. I think it's like something to do with encounters or something. Like, I got one when I killed a rabbit, I think, and I was like, surely this game doesn't have a kill streak
what
mode.
they could be is like claw scratches.
Yeah, but then what does that symbolise? Just...
I don't know, that you've been fucked by a canine.
Sure.
Fucked up.
Yeah, no, that's...
Clarify.
Yeah, but like...
I would expect a very different symbol if...
Yeah, that's a very different game.
I'm not going to take that to its conclusion.
No,
Said
but...
every man.
But it's weird. I don't know what happens when you manage that. Well, since I fought it, it might have run off, and so if there's not any more... Hold on, where the Wait. Shit. What? Where's my lantern?
Did you put it down?
Fuck. I didn't drop it outside, did I?
Also, that is an astounding amount of light from one match.
Yes, it is. It's very much video game matches where they are insanely powerful, thankfully. Okay, well I have to go out there now because I may have left the fucking lantern out there.
Bonne chance, mon ami.
Oh god, they're really still around. I can't stay. Yeah, no, it's there. Right, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. In fact, put this away. I'll fucking go in the dark if it makes them less likely to see me. Oh god.
Oh, there's one. Although it appears to... Is that a carcass there?
It might be. Oh my god. Oh god, there's 2. They're everywhere. No.
Oh no, that sounds like a charging sound.
Fuck you, I'm in a car. This is the exact car we have sheltered in once before from wolves. But it's really annoying that I can't turn around and look in the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it.
Also, where are your legs? If you're sitting on that seat.
Good question. I didn't consider that. We're going to sleep. fuck this shit, I'm out. That seems
Maybe
to...
your legs will regrow in that time.
Yeah, it seems to be the best way to get the wolves to fuck off. It's just time passing. And I've lost confidence in the stop, drop and offal. So
And for some reason you needed to zip something up once you woke up?
sleeping
what were
bag?
you doing in your sleep?
I'm sure it was just the sleeping bag.
Well, now that's unrealistic as well. If you're already sitting in a seat and you have no legs, how are you meant to, like, pull a sleeping bag up over yourself?
I don't know, but that thing is still there and it's still eating. That is bullshit, sir.
I don't know, maybe he's really hungry.
No.
I'm certainly not going to judge someone for binge eating for 5 hours.
Well, I am. Or at least this wolf. You do you, and that's all cool, and you just do that, and I'll do me. And we needn't bother each other with anything. What?
So, where's that coming from?
That sounds like a second one, but I think it might be the audio just fucking with me.
One can hope, because I never want to see that wolf animation again. They used to look very different
But
when they were, like, all up in your rim grill.
yes, nice. But also, I want to get to the post office because I've got the deposit box key now. Ah. There's nothing to be done for it. It's not worth risking it. Shut up. Also, what? She's got a single fire. She hasn't got electricity in there. What's...
Yeah, well, it's the whole match
Oh, yeah.
thing.
And if you've got an infinite fire, then... okay, fine, you old bat. Here's some more...
That infinite fire does
Firewood.
not imply infinite luminescence, but it's probably in there.
Maybe. Right, you can have all my cardboard matches. Oh my god, this is going to take me forever to fill all this up.
Oh, stop whining. Attention seekers, the lot of them.
They really are.
Oh, you're not paying attention to me. I'm going to try and chew your nose off.
Okay, I got lucky there. That one seems stuck on the scenery. Oh dear. Oh yeah, not as bright in here, is it? Oh. Homemade soup. Did you make that? Well, I guess you must have. Oh yeah. Oh, I can actually talk about that. No, the soup is more important.
I must be losing my mind. It smells like food cooking in here.
Yeah, you've just seen the food that's cooking in
While
there.
since Grey Mother had anyone to make meals for. Please, take some soup before you go.
But you're implying that I should go. I just got here.
That's really very...
Drink your soup and get the fuck out of my house. You've already robbed me. What more do you want?
Yeah. Well, I did try to leave you behind very hard, and the tunnel's blocked.
Did you find it?
It was there, like you said.
Well, it was and it wasn't.
Your friend.
No sign of her. The tunnel's blocked. Looks like maybe an avalanche. But I think she got through before that happened.
If the tunnel is blocked, that's the end for Grey Mother.
Yeah, what about me
The
then?
tunnel is the only way through the mountains?
No. Not the only way through, but my only way through.
Yeah, but this is not about you. Oh yes, perseverance. Just say the word perseverance at her.
She was there at the tunnel. At the bus. I'm sure of it.
How are you sure? What, because perseverance was written? Anyone could have written
I'm not
that.
sure. But she was there.
How many people would you have to kill
She
to
left me a
write out
sign.
perseverance in
A
blood
word.
at that scale?
Perseverance.
Because that looked like blood, not
A
pain.
word from the old days. Why would she write that?
Perhaps up to 15 convicts?
She's telling me she won't give up.
Also, yeah, this guy's really reaching, like, to say that was her. Like, anyone in this scenario would put something like that. It could be one of the convicts wrote that in a mad
Because it
blood
means so
fury.
much to her.
Because she wrote it in blood.
I
Or
seem
or
to
paint.
recall a town somewhere up north far. What was it called? That's
Canada.
it. Perseverance Mills.
Oh, okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Logging in Milltown used to be.
Still doesn't mean it was her, but, you know.
Yeah,
Now
well,
it's
at least
mostly
it's,
dead.
yeah.
Like Milton. Maybe she's pointing you there.
Let's fucking hope so.
Perseverance Mills. How do I get there?
By car. Before the quakes, when the roads were clear.
Okay, that doesn't help. How about now?
Looks like I'm on foot.
That
should-
will be a long road.
You shouldn't have stressed the I'm there. Like, this is kind of taking the piss a bit. Looks like I'm on foot. Guess you're gonna stay here. Bollocks to you. And yeah, I'm absolutely gonna have your soup. Thank you. Oh. Oh! It's a cup of soup. I don't get the whole pan. You're not gonna eat all that.
You can't carry another pan.
Well, I could pour it into the one that I already have.
Pour the pan into the one that you already have.
Pour that pan in. Pour that soup into the pan I already have. I mean, look at her. She's not going to drink all that.
Or eat it in the case of milk.
Yeah. Yeah, soup seems to be on the
Apparently
boundary.
you drink soup but you eat milk.
Yeah, I don't... confusion. Okay, fine. Let's have the soup now, because we need a bit of everything, I think. Oh, we're dying of thirst, are we? Okay. Don't get the flare gun out, you madman. What are you doing?
Do not shoot Grey Mother. She's just offered you some lovely soup. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what her vibe is, and I'm a bit creeped out by her, but she's offered you soup.
I've got your soup now. There's no further use for you.
There is. You could just kidnap her and force her to keep making soup for you.
Yeah, soup slave. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, also, like, why would you waste a flare on her? You could just push her in the fire. Not that I'm gonna do that. So it's fine.
Do not push the nice soup lady into anything burny.
No, okay, I won't. Unless we run out of firewood.
Unless, yeah, okay, fine. But she's got an infinite fire.
Exactly.
So you don't need to.
No, she's covered herself on that front.
Do not murder Soup Lady. She is no longer Grey Mother. That name is creepy. She
Okay.
is Soup Lady.
Yes. Yeah, if we're calling the other guy Rim Grill, then this guy's soup. Then this is Soup Lady. Infinite Soup Woman, Soup Slave. Yeah, I'm gonna call her Soup Slave just because I guess I'm fucked in the head.
No, it's fine. Like, if I had any, like,
Moral compunctions.
tendencies towards kidnapping people, which I don't, I just want to be clear for any listeners, particularly any law enforcement listeners.
Is
But
that
if I
against
did-
Twitch TOC in terms of service? I think.
If I
Yes.
did have tendencies toward kidnapping people, it would almost certainly be for the sake of soup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any of those weird psychopathic tendencies to do what kidnappers and murderers usually do. No, I just want someone who will stay there and make me soup.
Fair enough. Yeah. You can have a stale granola bar. I don't want. You can have soda. Fuck! I need this. 40 kilograms. I can't give her that much. I need peanut butter.
Yeah, 40 kilograms is excessive.
And also, if she's making soup, then she's making do. I don't
would
think
not provided that soup on the proviso that it would be reciprocal.
No.
She just offered you some soup and told you to get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, I feel like that's just got to be a secondary. Yeah, it even says side. I think no.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, it just says return to Grey Mother, which I did.
Ooh, the key to what happened to Astrid. What happened to Astrid?
We don't know.
I
That's what
assume
we're
she
trying to.
just kind of burned up in the whole plane being on fire thing.
Well, no, apparently not.
Ah, so is that like the core mystery then? Where
Yeah.
Astrid went to?
Yeah, you're trying to find her, and she
A
supposedly.
little bit obsessive, mate.
Yeah, and like I say, he's reaching to think that she necessarily left the message about Perseverance Mills, but we'll see. Minestrone soup is my bae, says Barles. I legit have over 20 tins currently.
You're not wrong, Bells. Like, minestrone is a good staple. Love me a good minestrone. What you're really sleeping on is lentil and bacon. Lentil and bacon is bae. Lentil and bacon is the ultimate. And that is a hill that I will die on. We can have soup wars if we need to.
The soup wars start now. So objective is just saying grey mother again, but I feel like I did everything there.
Oh,
Also,
I heard a growl.
yeah, also, okay, fine, we're going back indoors. Keep trying to make progress. Right, what do you want, woman? We've discussed a tunnel and soup. What more is there? Ash?
Astrid!
That's weird. What the fuck is that about?
I'm starting to get pretty worried about my friend.
There's
So
only one thing
worried
we
enough to
can do.
use 3 exclamation marks?
You need to put her to rest.
Put her to... I'm not giving up yet.
Just get over your
I
paraphilia, mate.
remember something. A farmhouse. On the other side of town.
Oh, well, that's convenient. You couldn't have told me that earlier.
That night, the memories are confused, but somehow I remember the farmhouse.
Almost as if the plot
You'll
willed it.
find a key to a safety deposit box somewhere in there.
I've already got one.
Go to the bank and bring me the box that matches the key. Then you'll understand what happened to her.
There is
Why don't you just
something
tell me?
about
Wait.
her making soup
Farm?
and her tone and her
Bank?
haircut and the fact that
What's
she's
this have to do with
nearly
my friend?
blind that
They
really
left her,
reminds me of my
didn't they?
grandmother.
She needed help, and they let her go. This is how we make it right.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Yes, exactly.
In the bank. You'll find the answers. Now go.
But you sound like you have the answers, so why not just tell me? She's been kind of getting away with this because she's old and like she keeps saying, "Oh, the memories are fuzzy," and it's like, yeah, maybe, but like, bitch, you playing with me? Like, this is just not.
Also, how was she surviving before you came along to put stuff in her fridge?
I don't know actually.
I don't know what the time span on the whole thing is meant to be, but
No, neither do I quite.
like,
Oh god, you've been eating that single deer for over a day. Does the post office have a back entrance? Let's hope so. Also, does this? Could be a house we haven't looted yet, and loot seems to be something we sort of need. Need?
we've been in Milton House before. I remember seeing that come up.
Yeah, unfortunately they call
They all Milton
they
House.
call a lot of them Milton
Right,
House.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think we have been in here. Although it's mainly...
Yeah, I can't imagine that you would have left a pile of matches. if you
Well,
had
I
to.
could have missed them, but... No, at this point it seems like... But there's not a lot in here, to be fair. It's mainly metal, which I don't have the hacksaw for, so I can't do much for. It's more of a shed than a house. That's annoying. I guess if she really does want a bunch more firewood, we can do that. Ankles be damned. Which is just the name of my new death metal band.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
If you're
could.
recruiting, I can provide primal screams.
Excellent. I'm going to leave out the back the way I came, because I think leaving out the front door might disrupt the wolf.
I'm actually quite concerned about that wolf. I think it might have a binge eating disorder.
It will have to get help elsewhere. Oh god, I'm completely fucking lost now. Where? That's the post office. Okay, so the audio makes that wolf sound way nearer than it is.
Yeah.
Have I checked all these cars? Could be. Although you can usually also see if there is anything in them. which it doesn't look like there is, so I might just go by that for now.
Oh yeah, they're perfectly capable of artistically showing things through windows, but if you sit down in a car, you have no legs.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, it takes time and all that.
That was really difficult for me playing this game. I think I was saying to you earlier, but like first-person games
Yeah,
are really difficult for me.
not your
So
strong
that was
suit.
like the first massive adjustment that I had to make.
Are you, because some people get like really bad motion sickness with sort of first-person games, but
Oh no, thankfully I'm not like that.
cool.
No, it's just something about the control of it. I find it a lot easier when I can actually physically see the movement,
Yeah,
as opposed to just a shift in perspective.
Yeah, I think on the whole I prefer third person to first, but I can do alright in first person. I still haven't tried VR, but so many people say about getting like headaches and sickness from that.
Oh no, I have done VR. Roundup had a game, I can't remember what it was called, but it was sort of like music based and you had to hit the right colours and not the others.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say I got motion sickness from it, but it does take a lot of adjusting to. That like the movements, it's kind of a peri-perception thing. Like you can feel your hands moving and you can kind of see in the virtual reality that an effect is being had by your arms moving, but it's not what you're used to seeing.
Yeah, that disconnect between
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that seems tricky to get over. Also, I got Oh, you're finished with that now, are you? Fuck you. Okay. I keep getting this wrong. See, at first I thought safety deposit boxes, they'll be in the bank. Then I remember them being in the post office. I'm in the post office, and these are not the right ones because they don't have the numbers on them.
Didn't she... Oh,
But-
I can't even remember what suit bitch...
Soup bitch. It's gone down to soup bitch now.
Sorry, soup lady. No, soup bitch. She's just soup bitch now.
Fair enough.
I mean, what were you calling her?
I was calling her soup slave, which
slave,
is not much
right.
better, yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a run for it. Oh, come on, game. That is not fair nor realistic to
Yeah,
assume.
but you knew that it followed you in there.
Yeah.
Or up to there.
Yeah, but it's not realistic to assume it would have been... like, you didn't even despawn it or give any semblance of it moving away in the time I was in there. It was just... oh, the last time you were outside, so it was immediately in front... Yeah, I'm not cool with that.
See, I quite like that. There's more object permanence.
But there's also... that was the only way out of that building.
Yeah, so basically what the game expected you to do instead of walking into a wolf death trap was to slowly freeze and starve to death.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Okay, I should probably... pain. Well, that should just always be there, but... sprained wrist. See, the ankle never breaks. But
Or sprains.
Yeah, or sprains, but we will always have other stuff going on. I've got 40 bandages. Yeah, I think I'm going to be alright somehow.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
This would
That
not
didn't
be
work.
allowed back in my day when I were a wee lass playing this game. You would not be able to carry 40 bandages.
to be
You would
fair,
have to craft them out of moss.
I did craft a lot of them, to be fair. I just ripped the curtains out of everyone's house.
Oh, really? That's the thing you can do?
That is a thing you can do now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that wasn't as bad
The
as...
treatment did not do anything.
Wait, did it say that?
Yeah, it came up on the top. That treatment did not do anything.
But it did. Okay.
I'm just saying what I said.
Yeah, no, I don't quite know what that was because it said I had pain and I took painkillers and now I don't have pain, and the game said that didn't work. Well, I don't have physical pain. Obviously, painkillers don't heal the emotional void, but there's not much we can do
Well,
about that.
that's untrue. Some people get addicted to prescription drugs. that are meant to treat pain. So.
Well, that's more thinking that it fills the emotional void rather than it actually doing
Also
it.
just being off your tits.
Well, yeah, that's why you can delude yourself into thinking that such. Aha, so it was in the bank all along and I was being stupid. Right, okay. Fine. Put that down. What number was it? I have no
I don't
idea.
think she specified. She said to bring back the one that matches the key.
Yes, no, I have to go to the farmhouse to get the new key, but before we got there, I found one anyway. 7 is one I've opened, 20 is the new one. So this will hopefully just be irrelevant loot.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yes, I am stuck in a battle against nature and wolves. A magnifying glass will absolutely help.
Apparently, that could be used to start a fire during daylight.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that was in that when I played.
Oh, really?
it.
That was in the beta? That's weird. I wouldn't have thought that's legit.
I'm not
Or
sure I can carry
or
much
could
more.
shut up. Or could do that. Okay. Apparently that's enough of a thing. Is there really going to be strong enough sunlight in Canada to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the sun is kind of ubiquitous.
I know it can be really bright in there, but like it's about the heat,
They're
isn't it?
Different. No, it's not. And the heat is. It's why even on a really cold day, if the skies are clear, you'll feel warm because the heat that the sunlight emits through things like photons and whatever, it's kind of the same all across the globe.
Ah. Well, you are more of a science than me, so that explains that.
Yeah, well, I had a misspent youth.
Yeah, but mine was misspent playing video games, which has not left me in great stead.
Mine was
depending on how this
misspent
goes.
because I had no social skills, so I delved into a world of books.
Whereas I delved into a world of games, and yeah, I was trying to think of a joke
I
there.
don't think is any more or less valid than the fucking sleepover club.
Well, I'm making use of it now, if not 99% of the rest of my time.
Yeah, I just suffer with a terminal case of the need to know everything. So,
Oh, that wolf ruined my fucking fleece cowl that I just found.
to be fair, it wasn't in the best condition when we picked it up.
No, but it was funky, and I liked it.
I can appreciate a man who, even in a life or death situation, takes pride in his fashion.
Exactly. Fashion's important. Even if I've looked like...
You're saying this to the girl who's in wet-looked leggings and a leopard print jumper, so I'm not sure I can entirely agree with that just on the basis that it would hurt my ego.
Well, you know, I mean, this guy's got a kind of trampy homeless look because he's in a survival apocalypse scenario. I just look like that all the time. Sans clown makeup, I want to point out.
Yeah,
I am
obviously.
naturally that pale, but I don't have the makeup.
Yeah, I would not do well in this situation because I would freeze to death in a matter of minutes because I would refuse to wear anything other than a crop top and a blazer.
Fair point. Well, that is about over an hour, so before we do the big trek to the farmhouse, the Grey Mother... Why do you just say the Grey Mother? It's not it, that's a farmhouse.
The Grey Mother.
Grey Mother's there, that's her house, although you just call that Milton House. Get it together, game. But yeah, I guess we will leave it there. Yeah.
Actually, not interesting question, that's giving myself way too much credit, but what's the saving situation like on the story mode?
I might have to drop some gear.
You can save whenever, I
Okay.
believe. What's it like in was it like in
Back
the
in
beta?
the day, it was like it saved every time you slept.
Oh right, I think it does do a kind of auto save there as well, yeah.
But that was the only way to save any progress.
Ah, right, yeah, that's a bit more finicky. No, it's not that bad in this respect. Trying to think what it comes under. Nope, not what I wanted to do exactly. Yes, refill the lantern, please. Cool. When that's done, I can probably chuck that jerry can, which will free up a lot of weight. But it's also becoming daylight, so I won't need that. Right, okay. And then I'll save. Leave that there. Cool. New save.
Well, just want to say thank you for letting me be part of this.
No problem.
I've had fun.
Nice. Yes, and cheers for watching, and cheers for being in the chat. Zach, what is the 999101? Appreciate it as always. Yeah, and see you next time.